Top right. Oh yeah! Oh!
So I'm here with Richie Ryan, Ottawa Fury captain and midfielder. So we've been doing this series of videos with the Red Blacks, and we figured for kicking, some of the lower leg stuff, we'd talk to the other footballers about what how to kick a ball and some of those skills. But first, as captain of a soccer team, listening to you guys training and practicing, seems like you got a bunch of different cultures and people now. You got guys from France and Brazil and all over the UK. How is it managing all those?
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. You obviously learn about different backgrounds, different cultures of the game. We've got 7 different nationalities here. So Canadians, Americans, French, Brazilians, Irish, Scottish.
So let's make a challenge. Free kicks, 5 balls each. Winner gets a coffee, or loser gets a coffee.
Yeah, loser gets
a coffee. All right.
I'll have double espresso then.
Okay, so we're here. We're about to do our challenge. 5 free kicks each. So in a game, describe to me how this works in a game. What the scenario is, and when you would do this, and what you think about and how you execute it.
So now we're positioned about 25 yards out from goal. We're going to have a wall 10 yards from the ball. So it's up to me to try and beat the wall, get it up and down into the back of the net is the aim.
Right. And are there any tricks to how you kick the ball, or any tips you can give a very bad soccer player?
Hit and hope.
Hit and hope. Love it.
I think you sort of decide which side you want to put the ball from where the keeper's standing.
Okay.
If the keeper's standing on the far side, then it might be easier for you to go up and over the wall. But if he edges towards the other way, then you might try and con him and go back across to his side.
Okay, interesting.
Goalkeepers try to be clever and try to read you, so they take a little step behind the wall to try and block the ball from going in that side, so you might try and con him and go back across.
Interesting. So you're always watching the keeper then?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, well, let's do it. All right, showed us how it's done on the free kick, so it's my turn. Any last tips?
Just keep your head down and hit and hope.
All right, here we go. Oh yeah, right through the wall that one. So how do I get under it? That's the excuse I gotta use? I knew it's all about gear. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. And they do. 4 balls, pressure. Well, that worked, except I think if there was a wall there, I would have gone right through each one of them. Or right into each one of them. But that was fun.
That's
My feet hurt.
5 balls in the net. You can't complain.
No? Okay. Well, thank you very much, Richie.
Thanks very much.
Best of luck this season.
Thank you.
Yep. So I'm here with Kyle Thorne, head of human performance for OSEG, which means he's the guy that makes the Red Blacks, the 67s, and the Ottawa Fury the athletes they are, or helps them be better athletes. And I was just out with Richie Ryan, captain for the Fury, and we tried a few free kicks. And
how'd that go?
It didn't go that well. I had a little trouble getting that ball off the ground. Maybe it's my ankles, but it just looked to me like he was getting so much more power out of that kick, so much more force on the ball. And he said he spends a lot of time in the gym improving that and working on that, and has in the past. So what's something that a guy like Richie would do to improve?
So for soccer players, like you said, it's amazing how they can put so much torque into that ball, and that's generating that torque is for them is how they can kick the ball so hard. Okay. So then all that torque comes through a rotational movement in their hips, or a lack thereof rotational movement. So they develop that torque, but they're not really moving their hips. They're putting that torque into their foot. So we have a kettlebell exercise that we use that they really like, and it really benefits their midsection.
Okay, well, let's try that, because my midsection could always use a bit of help.
All right, so I'll demo this one first, and then you copycat, all right?
Sure.
So you're just going to grab a kettlebell, all right? And everybody's seen the kettlebell swing right out in front. Yep. Okay, but this is a diagonal swing. Okay, so the kettlebell starts off to the side, all right? It's good athletic stance, and you're going to get the kettlebell going, and you're going to swing it up and across to your shoulder, and then stop it. So you're generating torque, and then stopping it. up in here.
And you're driving through the hip a little bit?
Yep, so if it's my right hand, I'm using my right hip the most. Okay, and it doesn't seem like there's a lot of movement, but there's a lot of torque in my hips to get the kettlebell up here.
Right.
All right? So we do that on both sides.
Okay, I'll give that a go. So because my kettlebell is smaller, it's heavier, right?
Yeah, exactly. We have pink ones too.
Yeah, maybe next time. So starting like this, feet shoulder width.
Feet shoulder width, yeah, and you're gonna sink your hip a little bit and then bring the kettlebell back and forward. Yep. And stop it right up by your shoulder. Yep. Perfect.
Oh wow. Okay. And I'm trying to use the core here.
Try not to twist your midsection, you're just trying to generate torque.
So I've got, how much is this? 16 kilos, 35 pounds. How much would a guy like Richie or maybe some of the Red Blacks, if they do this too, what would they be using?
So Richie and our soccer players are anywhere from 35 to 50 pounds.
Right.
Some of the Red Blacks get up into the 70 pound range for that.
Yeah. Big boys.
Yeah.
It makes sense. So at home, you know, what can I use this for? Maybe I like to play soccer on the weekends and I want to get some more power. I see that application, but how about in everyday life? Is this something people could use in the gym?
Absolutely, because you don't play life, you know, straight up and down or side to side. You play life, you know, twisting, reaching for things. So this again is going to help the average person just stay healthy and active.
Right. So that's how you train like a pro with Kyle Thorne. Thank you, Kyle.
No problem.